Hello and welcome. It's The Chat. I am Manny. My guest on the program is simply amazing. He's not just Nigerian, he is one of Africa's top 5 celebrity chefs. So get ready for some cooking.
Born on the 14th of March 1971, Osareme Calvin Obaseki, also known as Reme, is a renowned chef who has managed several top restaurants and hotels in Africa. He was brought up under the Obaseki Alile family of the Ogbedoyo clan in Benin City, Edo State. His father, James Obaseki, died as an executive secretary of the National Electric Power Authority, NEPA, while his mother was a renowned caterer who serviced Levantis and Kingsway in the early 70s. Under this sound tutelage, he attended Emoton Nursery and Primary School in his hometown Benin City. However, due to the frequent travels attached to his father's job, he continued his primary education at St. Joseph's Primary School in Ilorin and attended the Federal Government College in that state. Taking a cue from his mother, Reme left the country after his study at the University of Lagos to major in the culinary field at the University of Cape Town, South Africa, also sharpening his skills at the Primi Piatti Training Institute and undergoing an internship program in Italy. With the knowledge gained, he obtained a position at the South African hospitality industry in Cape Town and in 15 years rose to the peak of the industry. Fast forward to 2010, he returned to Nigeria to begin a new hospitality journey. Having garnered much experience through academic training and practice, he has overseen several major restaurants and hotels across the country's most industrious cities. He currently is the chef at one of the top-ranking hotels in Abuja. 48-year-old Reme continues to lift the spirit of many Nigerians as well as guests from around the world with his adventures and ability to mesmerize whoever he comes in contact with.
Well, that's got to be some really serious cooking, you know.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. I'm so proud of you. Reme Calvin Obaseki.
Professionally, yes, but the real name is Osareme
Oh, again.
Calvin Obaseki.
You started a journey to South Africa
Yes,
on a completely different mission.
yes,
Yes? And you
Yeah.
found yourself in the kitchen in a hotel, working,
yeah,
and suddenly that has transformed into another story completely.
Yeah.
You are on record as one of Africa's 5 celebrity chefs.
yeah, based on Arik Wings.
You tell me you are not a cook.
No, I'm not.
So what's the difference between a cook and a chef?
A cook is someone who basically knows how to combine flavors and present it. A chef has to be, it's a very technical thing. You must understand the accounting side of turning food into money, i.e., creating recipes, being able to understand portions, being able to create par levels in a kitchen, and all these accounting modules that translate from one plate into money. Every business, no matter how you say passion is passion, you open business because you want to make money.
Yeah, but you say to me, you started in a hotel washing dishes.
Not really washing dishes. I started
were you
in a
doing?
restaurant and wiping cutlery. Washing dishes was like a step forward.
Was that for work? Oh,
Yeah. I grew up with a silver spoon. Then my father was, before he died, was the executive director in NEPA then.
Wow.
And then I've always been a rebel. There are a few of us in our family that they always look at, say, you're rebellious, because from time I've always liked tattoos. I've always not been a conformist. I think I have the hippie spirit in me. I think it's dead now. I left Nigeria. I left without, none of my friends knew. I just ended up in South Africa. I was in Joburg for, I think, a month. And then I got a call from somebody in Nigeria who I still had the number, and said to me that she had a friend in Cape Town who's been living there, that it's better for me to go to Cape Town. So I packed my bags like a gypsy and I went to Cape Town. I got to Cape Town without any money. If I tell you this story, you will laugh. I got to Cape Town and they got me, a German woman gave me a house, a 3-bedroom flat, without any money. So I was in Cape Town, I got the house, got the keys, the girl put me in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. Her name, I think I remember her name, a German woman, Gondola. She never bothered me. So I had to start looking for a job. So the few designer outfits I had, I will dress up and I will walk to the mall. And I'll be looking around for a job. And I had a passion for interior, so I would go into furniture shops and ask, I'm looking for a job. I thought it was Nigeria, I'm looking for a job. And they're like, what do you want to do? I was like, interior deco, can I manage? And they look at me and laugh. Have you got a CV? No, I'll leave. Then I got a call from my auntie. I don't know how she tracked me that my mom was dead. She died in England. So I used that opportunity to tell my auntie that, look, I'm in South Africa, I'm suffering. So my auntie, I think, then sent me £1,000 sterling. So out of £1,000, I was able to pay 1 month of the rent. And then I decided to treat myself as a typical Nigerian, then I was young.
And then when did you, move from being a cook to being a chef?
I think God in His infinite mercy destined me to where I was going. I never set out for half measures in anything unknowingly to myself. Because that same restaurant that I went to eat that day, when I saw the waiters perform in there, I was amazed. I was like, this is not houseboy issue, this is an art. So when I finished eating, I called one of the waiters and I said, please, can I have a chat with your manager? I'm looking for a job. And he said, job as what? And I'm looking at him like, what do you expect now? Manager? He laughed. He said, well, we don't make managers here, we make leaders. If you want to work, come on Friday, white t-shirt, blue jeans, comfortable shoes. So my mind was like, when I come in, quick training, manage, everybody's a moga. I got in there, Primi Piatti, I'll never forget that day, I think about 2001, yeah. And then the restaurant sits 1,000 people. And I was put to wash, my job was to wipe cutlery for 1,000 people. As they are finishing, I'm wiping. And it was facing the window of the waterfront, so I was just facing Robben Island. Like this, the whole day, and I was crying. Thinking that they will pay me that day and I'll come back. So at the end of the day, it was time to go. Now, what they normally do is they have a feedback session with the runners. They call us runners. And the feedback session, we sat down and Gerald was like, yeah, we like your energy. Do you like the energy? So all that time he was talking, was entering here and coming out with my guy, just pay me my money, let me be going. So at the end of the day, he said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm like, so payment for today? He said, no, we don't pay like that, we pay weekend. I'm like, wow, I'm dead. So I'm going to come back again. So I said, okay.
How long did you work there for?
Primi, I worked 12 years.
So you well have lived in South Africa for about 15 years.
Yes, 12 years.
Did you experience xenophobia?
Not at all. Not one day.
How is that? I mean, did you escape it with your looks?
No, not my looks. I say to people, and it's a very funny thing, even if you walk on the wrong side of the road in any country, you will get mobbed. I don't expect you coming to visit me in Cape Town and I'll take you to a place like Kailicha. It's like taking you to, excuse my language, in those days how people viewed Ajegule. So I don't also expect you as a visitor, it's 2 a.m. in the morning, we come out of Long Street of the nightclub and you won't, let's take a cab. Why would you want to walk into an alley and not expect to get mugged? So it's not, most times, if you look at the history of xenophobia.
Are you justifying?
No, I'm not.
xenophobia?
I'm not at all. I'm not at all in any way. I'm not at all in any way, because what is happening, it happens in the areas where it's more like illiterate versus illiterate that fight each other based on, you know what xenophobia is? It's the fear of the unknown. It's like racism. Now, those people feel that this, and the funny thing now is, it's not white against black anymore. It's black against black. Because they feel that they've come to take their jobs, they've come to take their women. So it's just a case of...
What do you feel?
No, I've never encountered it, because 99% of the South Africans I know are the warmest human beings on earth.
You came back to Nigeria. Did you ever take a chance observing the chefs here? And what were your thoughts compared to where you're coming from?
That's the biggest problem we have right now, is because nobody gives them an opportunity. And yes, because I can tell you, since I've been back, I can tell you 20, 30, 40, 50 chefs have met who will rank worldwide. Worldwide. But the system does not, it's just recently that you find people understanding that it's an industry.
Hospitality.
Yes. Before, everybody wanted to cook. It's now you have people call me and say, Remy, I want a chef. And I'm like, okay, not cuckoo. I said, yes now. How much do you want to pay? Remy, how much does it deserve? I have chefs who earn 350,000 naira a month right now.
What do you think about our foods? We have not been able to sell internationally our foods, like the Chinese, the Thai, the English, and all of that. What to you is a typical breakfast?
We keep forgetting that we grew up on akamu, akara.
There are a lot of restaurants
yes,
who do that.
We keep forgetting that we grew up, but there are ways to present it. There are ways to hype it. We keep forgetting things like mingao. Mingao is a typical Isaleko food. Tapioca. There are ways, there's no difference between rice pudding and doing mingao. But rice pudding is oimbo. So why can't we?
So why can't we?
So that's the issue now, because the basic thing is that if you try to compete with, use your Nigerian food to compete with in another man's food, you can't win that battle.
But you can use another man's ingredients.
That's it. Fusion. Fusion.
Yeah.
Fusion. Now, nobody cooks. Now, food is fusion. Food is fusion.
So it's not the typical jollof Nigerian
It's jollof. It's like, I'll give you an example. I do not need to get firewood to get smoky firewood jollof rice anymore. There are spices and there are methods you can use that if I bring it out and put it on the plate, you would think it was Owambe rice. And how do I plate it? Which is another technique on its own. If you're a chef that you go to school, plating is a topic on its own. How do you plate it? Which is presentation. Now, hunger comes from the eye, not the stomach. Any normal Nigerian say, are you hungry? Say, yeah, I'm hungry, sir. No. The eye sees beauty. The brain opens up. Your palate starts to salivate. Your stomach, intestines open to receive the food. That's why you have things in drinks called digestives and aperitifs.
Are you raising anybody in your family the culinary way?
I have a cousin who's hot. She has an academy in Lagos, Tia Alile, very French, cordon bleu, Michelin. She's very...
So what plans do you have to export our own sort of food here? Why, is it about culinary and all we see is names that we're not even familiar with here?
If you really investigate, there are a lot of restaurants in London now, like Inish.
Oh, but these are Nigerian restaurants.
Yes.
Maybe occasionally.
But
you see
white
one
people
or
go
two
there.
dots of,
No, white people go.
Europeans,
White people go there. Even in America, there are a lot of.
But has it attracted?
Even
The
Dubai.
Chinese meal here, typical Chinese meal here,
Yeah.
is very expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas it's rather cheap in Europe.
Yes, because it's our way of life. But you know the funny thing, I think the reason why you are thinking that those restaurants abroad are not attractive because if I leave Nigeria today and I go to London, I will only go to Inish maybe once to eat, but I wouldn't want to go and eat about
What would you eat?
fish and chips, burger. I want to eat different things. Because I'm coming back home to eat my
How do
Canadian.
you watch your weight?
God.
Just one. You didn't look at it. Just pick it and answer the question. Read it out and answer the question.
If you could read minds, whose would you want to read? Wow. Can I answer truthfully?
Yeah.
Nobody. Really.
Really.
I'm such a weirdo, nobody.
So, have you ever gotten a negative review?
Of course. But I don't call it negative. There's a saying we have when you're in school, they say, every complaint is a good complaint. Some are not concrete, some are, but you must take every complaint and act on it.
I'm thinking like a culinary expert that you are.
Yeah.
Who would you like to have dinner with?
My own idol, my mentor as a chef is Jamie Oliver.
Jamie Oliver, yeah.
Yep.
What do you like about him?
Because it's just me. There's no recipe
No,
to
he
cook
doesn't
him.
dress like you.
No, it's okay because he's white. It's fine.
Are you dressed like this because you're black?
Nah,
Is that what
why
you're
you
saying?
pick words like that? I was just cracking. I was just a joke. I love Jamie. Jamie is just a hip. Jamie there's no recipe to cooking. It's what it feels like. He just does. It's just jamming.
So what sort of music do you spend more time listening to?
Now I like Zlatan. I won't lie about it. Zlatan. Anything that has to do with Zlatan, I like Zlatan. Then I do a lot of Ebenezer Obey, Sonny Ade.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of that. If all my phone music, I do a lot of. When I'm not on whiskey, when I'm drinking whiskey, I like Zlatan. I like the Zanku, but then I like Chidinma. I like Davido. I like whiskey. In fact, there was this theory about me and whiskey, but it's fine. Let's not go in there. If I was a girl, I would have given birth to a child for him.
Who's your favorite mate?
Now, I love Burna Boy.
Well, are you married?
No,
Why?
I'm not seeing the woman that's crazy enough to marry.
Well, I'm not sure you're still looking at you.
Nah, I'm not looking. If it happens, it happens. I'm not. It's not something that, for me, it's not a train smash.
If you have a choice of a woman that you'd love to live with forever, who would it be?
I can't say that. I can't tell because it's very easy to. I can't tell. That's the truth. If I had, would you want the character or do you want?
Yeah, character.
Character. She has to be. I'm not a possessive man. I'm not a jealous person. But I have the character of you wanting to possess me because I'm a very likable person. You can sit down with me and you'll be laughing the whole day. But I always warn you beforehand. Is like, don't try and limit me, because there's a saying I always have. For me to date you, I had known 1 million girls, but I chose you. So why all of a sudden, when we start, you're now asking me, why are you coming home at 4? When me and you, when we're chasing ourselves, we're outside together at 4. The same thing, I will never bother you, because I always ask, when you were born, your mother did not put me in your arms. So why is it that all of a sudden, because you have now started dating me, I'll be asking you, who is that man beside you? Even to the point that if it was a friend that introduced two of us, it gets to a point where when Mr. Mike calls you, I'll ask, who is that? Oh, it's Mike. Mike not get work. Why they call you? Now, meanwhile, it's Mike that introduced you to me. All of a sudden, Mike has now become jobless.
Well, you grow out of these things, don't you?
Yes,
Like you're expected to.
Yes.
You have children.
Not that I know of. They've not told me
What's
that.
funny?
Because I said not that I know of. They've not told me that I have any child.
They have not told
In my
you.
sojourns around the world, I have not been informed that I have a child. I've not seen any replica come to me and say, look, Remy, you had a child maybe in Italy or in...
Should anyone present herself now to you?
I won't do a
what would your
DNA.
reaction
I won't do a DNA from... I'll tell the person, leave the child there for 2 minutes. The performance of the child, I will know if it's my child.
So what have you set up for yourself for the future?
Work. End of this year, I'm trying to partner with people to open a proper restaurant that I have financial input in. Also, I have a school in Lagos that does a lot of training for chefs. And apart from that, I think my biggest setup for life is the amount of people I have been able to empower with knowledge. And when I see them, when I hear what and where they are, I'm elated. I'm happy. I praise God 24/10 for that, for the fact that I have been able to remove at least one man who believed he knew nothing to someone who is earning 350,000 naira today. I think that's enough.
What are the 5 most important items you take along with you?
Me, I say I'm trying to stop cigar. Benson, I edges first, child.
You take that along with you.
Yes, so that it will help me stop.
Okay, what else?
Jameson's whiskey, double black.
Okay.
5, it must be 5. Must it be 5?
Yeah.
Can I take a TV? That works with battery.
Battery operated
Yes,
TV.
that works with battery.
Go on.
Because I don't like, sometimes like I don't mind if I'm watching people and I'm not talking to them, it's fine, that's 3. So we have that secret that goes with lighter, then we have a battery operated TV, then Jameson's double black. Then I remember now I need a knife to cook and kill animals. Yes, that's that. Then let me just do 4. I don't need the 5th. I don't need 5. Just 4 things. It's okay.
Does it matter if you have water?
The island is on the water. Okay, there's no water here. Give me water then.
Well, there'll be water.
I know if there's water, it's fine.
What makes you proud as a Nigerian?
Being a Nigerian.
Yeah, but what is
Just
being a Nigerian?
Being a
all
Nigerian,
about?
I will never change my passport. I've had the opportunity. I'll carry that green passport. I will drop it in front of a white boy and say, I'm here to spend my
Do
money.
you have any worries the way Nigeria is going?
Do we want to go that path with me? Yes, I do. Let's leave it like that. But we need a certain breed of people to wake up and salvage this country. We need that.
What role do you expect to play yourself?
Whatever role I can. I can't be John the Baptist, voice crying in the wilderness. Whatever role I can, whatever role God says I should be able to play, I will. We've got too much potential in this country to be who we are. If you Google top 100 organizations worldwide, you will find one
Can I
Nigeria
ask
there.
you, is there a Nigerian in particular you would never want to meet?
Yes. If I I can't call the name. Should I huh? It's a shame. I can't. They call Bobrisky or something.
Bobrisky.
Yeah, some clown. Of his generation. You're not sure if she's a man or a woman, just a joke.
We have been clowning as well in the last couple of minutes,
That's life.
haven't we?
Yeah.
Part of it. It was fun. We have really enjoyed your company.
Pleasure was all mine, sir.
I hope you enjoyed your time on this program.
Amazing time, sir. If I'm in trouble, but amazing time, sir, because I will let out too many secrets.
Thank you for being on the program.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's been my chat with my guests, Remy Calvin Obaseki, a celebrity chef. Let's meet again very soon. My name is Manny. Bye for now. The Chat is produced by Channels Television. You can watch it again online. Just visit our social media platforms: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.